Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Sippin' Sports. My name is Dalton, Holland. I am joined by my lovely co-host, KJ McCoy. Chris cannot be with us today. Unfortunately, he will be with us soon. But I am going to get some downloads of some videos here of him going in a second. But it's another Saturday in Phillies sports. We got a ton to talk about. Just what we got on the itinerary for you guys real quick, and then I'll kick it to KJ. But a quick topic rundown. We're going to be talking about the Phillies and Mets recap. Phillies keep on rolling. Our most exciting away games. Those ugly, horrid new Giants uniforms. And then KJ had a great idea in the group chat this week to say we should give our top 5 worst NFL uniforms. We're saving that for last.
Yep.
So let us know in the comments if you guys have any. But KJ, how are you doing on this Saturday morning?
Doing pretty good. I'm doing good. Just chilling. It's kind of a gloomy Saturday. It's been a gloomy week, but you know what? You just gotta keep on persevering and pushing through it. So that's what you gotta do, guys.
Damn straight. Damn straight. You're 100% right. Gloomy week. It's felt like we've been living in London, which I guess is a little
Seattle.
bit fitting. Or Seattle, yeah. Before our Phillies go to London. This Mets little recap, I guess this is the first of a 6-game whole series is how they kind of did it. It was what Ballpark and Brendan from our postgame were explaining to me. But basically, I guess the Phillies have won now 3 out of these 4 games. There's 2 left where they're going to London. But so far against the Mets, how are you feeling about a little recap?
I'm feeling good. I mean, they obviously they went to New York and they won the first 2 games. And then they won the first game in Philly. They did like a 4-game series, but it was 2 in New York and then 2 in Philly. But they lost the last one in extra innings. Unfortunately, I believe that was the front because it was Thursday. Yeah, it was the Thursday night game. They lost in 11. I believe it was 11 innings, and they just couldn't get it done at the end. It was good to see Bryson Stott get a hit, get that RBI to give us the lead in that game. Well, not the lead, but able to tie up the game to go to, I guess you can say, extra innings. But they just couldn't get it done. But they've been red hot. And then last night against the Nationals, they got the dub, so that was good to see as well. Team's just rolling. They are rocking and rolling, and I'm not too worried about this team. That they have these little losses, but people are like taking them and they're just like getting worried. They're like, oh my God, that means they're not a good team anymore. You know, we still have one of the best records in the league. We still have, I believe at the moment, I think we have 32 wins, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 32. So feeling good about this team. I'm really feeling great.
I am too. Sorry, didn't even know I was muted. But the team's vibe is what I keep talking about on every show that I keep going on. This team is so much fun. Even when they're losing, it seems like they're still having fun. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't think that the team is taking the losses lightly. You saw Alvarado the other night hop off the plate, and he's like screaming like that, like taking off his hat. So like they obviously care, and they get on themselves when they lose, which is what I love. But pretty much since that Red series, the Phillies have locked in and made sure that they've won every series that they've played, if not swept teams. It's been a beautiful display of baseball and I think leadership by Bryce Harper. In our tenure with Bryce Harper, I feel like the Phillies and the Mets until now have kind of like, it's been a decent rivalry. They've kind of, I felt like as a whole split. This year, it's been clearly the Phillies. Like even the game that they lost, they were in it until the end. It went into over innings, and they brought it back from 2-0. So they have a lot of fight. I like this team's vibe a lot.
What happened? You good?
No, I was just saying I like the team's vibe a lot. And they got a lot of fight. So it definitely feels like a Philly team. I think once they go to London, they're going to turn it up. They're going to find a way to put it together. And it's only a 2-game series, right? One counts as a home for us. One counts as a home for them.
I believe so. Yes, that's what I heard.
Okay. So I'm going to say a bold take. I'm going to say that the Phillies go to London, lunge on, and they get 2 wins and they sweep the Mets in London. And I'm gonna make some kind of a video, I guess, in some kind of fucking London attire or drinking fucking tea or something with a broom when the Phillies sweep the Mets in London.
That'd be funny. I'd love to see a little video of like when you do the sweep thing and you got your well, not I guess Irish Dutch, but you got your little hat on and whatever, and you can act all British and you got a little what's it
I could
called?
wear
Not a
that hat.
cigar, but you got some kind of little monocle
Pipe.
and whatever and stuff like that, and look like Sherlock Holmes. And you'll think of something. You'll think of something, or I'll give you some ideas. So
Are you excited for the London series though? What's your prediction for it, real quick?
yeah, I'm excited for it. I think they're going to win that series. I know our buddy Matt Bear was talking some crap saying before that series was even happening. This series that we just had with the Mets, he was like, "Oh, that London series we're going to take," and I was like, "Okay, all right, buddy. Who's at 30 wins right now, bud?" So yeah, he was just talking crap, and then I was like, after the series ended with the Mets and Phillies, I was like, "So you still feel that way?" He's like, "I got too hype about it. Never mind." So yeah, some Mets fans are just giving up, I guess, like usual. They're lying on the ground.
Yeah, I think that Mets fans as a whole, the picture, you know what I'm talking about, the one
Yeah,
that Chris put in the group chat,
yeah,
that displays Mets fans as a whole. So
yep,
sorry, Mets fans. Sorry, not sorry. But moving along now to our next topic. So the Philadelphia Eagles, it feels like in the NFL as a whole, whenever they release schedules now, it's like a holiday.
yep,
So the Eagles come out with their schedule. We already know their opponents. That's like a holiday too. But it's like, okay, now we're going to give you the dates of when you play everybody. I thought that this schedule was kind of mid. I'm not going to lie. I don't necessarily like the week 5 bye, but I think a lot of fans are overreacting to it. And I don't like that the Eagles don't have any games on any holidays that I know of. Some people like that. I think that the Eagles are a primetime team. I love watching the Eagles on Christmas or Thanksgiving. That's
yeah. This is
something I
good.
look forward to every year. As a player, I totally could understand how you don't want to do that because normally you're going to Detroit or Dallas or
Yep.
somewhere else that's like historic that's always getting one of those games. It's very rare that the Eagles get to host a home game. I think that they did a couple years ago, but long story short, I don't like this schedule as a whole. My prediction for the Eagles, and I have a whole video dropping on this later, guys, so stay tuned for it. Eagles are going to go, I believe, 14-3 this year with a loss at the end to the Giants sitting their players. They're only going to have 2 losses throughout the year. My 2 most exciting away games are definitely going to be AFC North matchups. Baltimore and the Bengals. That's AFC North, right? Is that the
Yeah,
East?
yeah. It's the AFC East, I
It
believe.
is? Yeah.
No,
See, I always
it's
get it
North.
mixed.
It's the North. It's the North. It
Okay,
is the
good.
North.
I always get it mixed up with the Patriots and the Jets. I
Yeah,
want to
it's
be
the
sure.
North because you got the Bengals, Browns, Ravens, and Steelers. So those are all the North.
Which is weird because I feel like the Patriots and I don't know. Point
Yeah, they
being,
should be. It's weird. It's just like the same thing with like how the Cowboys shouldn't be in our division, but they
that is
have
true.
the in that division they have the Dolphins in their division with the Patriots, Bills, and Jets, which doesn't make
That
any
is
sense because
true.
then you go
So it
down
kind of
low.
goes east. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah. So point being, my 2 scariest teams are the Ravens and Bengals. When the Eagles go to Baltimore, which KJ and I hopefully will have tickets to, shout out and happy birthday to Uncle Rich.
happy birthday, Uncle Rich. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
That's
But
awesome.
hopefully we'll have tickets to that game. Eagles, Ravens should be a great game. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Saquon Barkley.
We
That's going to
hooping.
be just an insane game.
Just
I
kidding.
am a little bit afraid about watching that game because I think in my notes I had they have an away game. Oh yeah, they go to play the Rams.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Once again,
away before that. So they're going to be coming back from California. I feel like just going down 95 could get in their heads. They could be a little bit cocky going into this game. So I am afraid of the Ravens game, but moreover, the game I'm most afraid of, the most exciting game for the year is going to be when the Eagles go to Cincinnati. That's, I think, going to be their first loss. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. They're a great team. I think that that could be the secondary's kryptonite, the first time that they kind of experience what an NFL QB and wide receiver hum and feel like. Because if you look at the rest of the teams that they play this year, there isn't really any significant competition. So I'm definitely very excited when they go up against the Bengals offense. I think that that's going to be a good test for this team. And then the Ravens as a whole, just a matchup. How about yourself, KJ?
Yeah, I think the Ravens game, I think you're exactly right. That Ravens game and that Bengals game are going to be two games that could be losses. I mean, you're playing both great young teams in the Ravens and the Bengals. They're good teams, and you got to watch out, especially they're going to have home field advantage. So, yeah, I think with the whole 95 thing, I think that does play a factor. And I mean, hopefully it doesn't get in their head too much. I do see us beating LA in LA. We did it last year. I don't see why we can't do it again. I honestly think we want to get revenge on Tampa Bay. And I mean, we got what's his name? Devin White now. So he might have a little bit of some insight with the team. So maybe we'll have a little bit of an edge against the Buccaneers, but we'll see. And then I think you can obviously beat you're going to beat Washington. You're going to beat the Giants away, and I think we might be at that game as well. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I hope both of them really.
The Saints, I think, even though it seems like that's going to be a win, you could see it go. I feel like it could. Maybe we have like a really off day and an off game where we're just like, oh my God. And Jalen Hurts like throws like 3 picks or whatever in that game or something crazy. So I don't know, but I just feel like with the Saints, it's just for some reason we can't really win there sometimes. I mean, we didn't win there in the playoffs a couple of years ago. We didn't win there in a regular season game a couple of years ago. So I feel like we just can never win against the Saints, no matter what. And then Dallas, I mean, that's always a toss-up. Pretty much every year, I always have bets with the Cowboys fans, but we only have like bets about like sweeps, and it never happens. So that's the thing about the Eagles and the Cowboys. We always split series with them because now this year, one of the last games will probably be like a game where it's like, you know what, we're not going to be trying. We're just going to try beginning like one of the first seeds or the second seeds or whatever. It's just going to be like one of those like toss-up games. But we'll see what happens. I do think, though, I agree. I think my record would be around 14-3, maybe 13-4. But I maybe I'd probably go 13-4 though. That's what I would probably go with. Because I was kind of thinking, okay, maybe go 14-3, but I'm thinking they do slip one more game at least.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot though, and stay tuned, guys, because I'm sure that KJ, Chris, and I will all be trying to travel. I know at least to the Giants game for sure, because Jizzle, yes, that's actually his name, will be out there. And then Washington, me, KJ, and Jack went
Yeah, we did.
about 2 years ago and had a great time. Shitty
Yeah.
stadium,
Even though the
great
stadium
company,
sucks.
and
FedEx
great
is
game.
horrible. FedEx is the
I
worst
remember
stadium
you
in
and Jack were hitting on. There was like describe to them the metal thing that you and Jack were hitting. You'll be able to explain it better than
So
me.
there was like, it's so old. Well, not old. It's not that old. So we were up really high. We were like in the like the back row of FedEx Field because we just wanted to just buy tickets to go to the game and whatever. We didn't give a crap like where we were sitting. But there was like this metal, I guess you could say like metal like iron behind us. And we were just like banging it for like defense because like you can notice that the Commanders fans like wouldn't freaking like make noise. So like you could just hear like the Eagles invasion. It happens every time. Like we just take over that stadium. It's literally Lincoln Financial South. So that's
There
how
you
it
go. I'll
is. We
cue
were
it
just
up.
banging
Talking
on
about it
the
now.
freaking metal the whole time, and just you could hear the echo throughout the stadium, and you could just it was awesome. Great atmosphere. Don't know why that freaking Giants fan was there, but he was lost. So we're on the wrong route to on 95, I guess. But yeah, there's right behind that. If you want to pause that for a second, go back to
Yep. Here,
where
I'll
that
go back.
was. So right there, me and Jack were banging those. Like you could see the metal right there. We were just hitting that and hitting it, and it was just making this echo noise, and you could just hear it. So it was perfect. I mean, they put the wrong people in the wrong section because I mean they put two of the loudest dudes that could just make the loudest noises, and we made it heard, and they had a freaking great game. I remember AJ had I think he had a really good touchdown. I remember that. And then I think Devontae had that insane catch that he had. I don't know if you remember that. That was
Yeah.
crazy. So that was a good game by the Birds. I remember that. So yeah, that was the first year they were the Commanders, I believe that was. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right too.
Yeah.
And the one thing I want to talk about as well before we move on, what I love about this vlog, if you guys haven't seen it, me and KJ have a ton of vlogs that just documents me, his, and like all of 302 Birds friendship. And that's what I love about filming these vlogs is for life. KJ and I will be able to look back on these, laugh, and just talk about the good times. One of my favorite parts about this video that I got on tape, and this just explains how great Philly fans are, is this one guy, and it might have been you, this douchebag, not you, but started this chant, and you know where I'm going at with this. Wore a Tom Brady jersey to the Eagles Commanders game, and KJ and Jack just like lock in on him, and they're like, "Wait, what the heck? Like, what's this guy doing wearing the Tom Brady jersey?"
Are you sure it wasn't the Eli jersey?
Yeah, because it says right here in the thing.
I saw the Eli jersey, but I don't remember the Tom Brady thing at all. I guess there was a Tom Brady jersey. I guess there was.
Tom Brady.
There must have been a Tom Brady guy. There must have
There's
been.
the Devontae Smith catch.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was it. That was it.
okay,
I think it
wait. I'll
was.
replay that real quick for you guys so you guys can see that. I'm shocked that I got that on tape. I'm gonna have to put that on TikTok for a late night finds.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Moss is that mother.
I don't know if it was that catch. I was talking
Yes,
about the other
KJ, it
catch.
was that catch. Watch.
No, I'm just saying that wasn't the. Was that the? I don't know if that was a crazy. There was a crazy catch too. Oh, remember that guy that was next to us too?
Nuts, dude. That was
the bus driver was next to us. I forgot about that. The freaking Phillies bus driver. That was
yeah,
fun.
they were awesome. That was a great vlog. And then I guess real quick, I mean, we have time and people are enjoying it. People are still starting to gather in. If you guys are coming through, make sure to share the video with some friends. Another great memory, probably the game, honestly, I'm most looking forward to. Entertainment-wise, it definitely was like the Ravens or the Bengals because I feel like that's going to be a close game. Like, let's be honest. Was that Bills game last year, entertainment-wise, heartbeat up and down, one of the best football games you've ever watched in your life?
Yeah, I was there.
Maybe the Super Bowl, besides maybe the
there.
NFC Championship. Yeah, you were in there, so you saw it.
It was a Kelly Green game. I can remember it like it was yesterday. I mean, right there was where I was like, dude, this team, like, and that's the meme where Jalen Hurts is just like this. And you just see him with the ball in the end zone like this, just be like, hey, look at our record now. And we were like, I think we were like undefeated at home. And then that's where we kind of went into our kind of dry spell. And then everything started going down. And yeah, we're not going to talk about what else happened. But yeah, that was an exciting game. And I mean, it was back and forth. But yeah, that was one of the most complete Eagles games I've ever watched. And that was awesome to just literally just be neck and neck with a great team, a great quarterback like Josh Allen, and they have a great defense with the Bills as well. So yeah, it was really cool to see that and experience that. And it was just a sea of Kelly Green. I mean, that's what I hope to see next season. And I think they're back hopefully. So that'll be good.
Yeah. That was a great game. Like you said, complete. Complete is the perfect word to describe that. I love that. If we're talking about complete games, KJ, my most exciting game for next year is probably going to be the Massacre at the Meadowlands Part 2. When we took this crew up to MetLife, it was me, KJ, Jack, Broad, and Chris. This was so much fun. We woke up at like 5 in the morning and we drove up there. We had to get gas. Broad was like half awake. Shout out to Broad Sports. If you guys don't follow him, he is our boy. We only get to see him every once in a while, but every time that we do get to see him, it is geeks. It's legendary. It's a great time. And like this crew, this was like kind of like I was very depressed at this like time in my life. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I was just sad. And this time, this was literally my favorite Eagles game of my life with this group. Like, we had such a fun time that day from start to finish. It was what I needed. And like as an Eagles fan, you can't ask for a better thing. So when we went to MetLife Stadium the night before, KJ was singing karaoke with everybody. So like it was an early morning. He had to drive up there. He's getting fueled up on the ride up. Jack is just like half awake the whole time. But yeah, we got up there, and then once we got there, KJ met the dog. Animal Planet was in full effect as per
it was
usual.
Doc. It was Chris's
It was
dog.
Doc, yeah,
It was,
Nady's Rottweiler.
Yeah,
And then
Nady,
KJ
yeah.
had this awesome table as well. I don't know if you still have it, but we were
I
making
still do.
drinks.
I still have it.
As you guys can see, like MetLife Stadium is what Broad, I think, coined the term. He called it Lincoln Financial Field North. There's Doc right there.
Yeah,
He
there
did
he
not
is.
like the
He wanted to
gingerbread
rip-
men.
He wanted to. That dog, I swear to God, that dog wanted to rip those gingerbread men apart. Like he thought it was like a big life-size dog toy. Like that was hilarious to see those guys in gingerbread. But they were scared shitless too.
Broad, pour some drinks, and then I want you to talk about real quick on the way in. So obviously, shout out to our boy King Fly John as well.
Yeah.
He just had his birthday.
Legend.
But I think one of the coolest parts for me was as we were walking into the stadium, we started chanting. We were having some fun. These guys are cool. On the way out, I'll let KJ tell you guys a story in a second. But everybody's having fun on the way in. We met these awesome guys, made a TikTok with them, and we saw the New York cheesesteak. What was your opinion on the New York cheesesteak, KJ?
Well, I mean, you know my opinion on the New York cheesesteak.
Tell the people your opinion. I know it.
It's a freaking roast beef sandwich with cheese. That's honestly what it is. It's a piece
Wait, real quick. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Wait.
Garbage. Oh yeah, this is funny. That's how I feel about a cheesesteak in New York, or chopped cheese, or whatever you want to call it. It's a piece of garbage, as my boy Beetlejuice would say. But yeah, it was a really fun time. I remember some people recognized us. We went inside and they had some Philly. Yeah, New York.
There it is.
See that crap? New York Cheesesteak Company. I mean, just call it chopped cheese. Don't try and take cheesesteak away from us. I mean, because you guys want to be us so bad. It's funny as heck they did that. It's funny. I didn't try one of those though. I didn't try one of those. No.
What the hell is that?
I didn't try that one.
I did not
try that one there. I didn't even want to because like I tried it up in New York the time when I went for the Mets and the Phillies once, and I was like, I'm not trying one again. I mean, not until like Matt keeps on telling me that there's some place near him. And he's like, it's a real Philly cheesesteak, and I'm like, I'll be the judge of that, bud. So we'll see. But yeah, that was a great
they call
memory.
it New Yuck. Like we call it New Yuck, messing with JJ.
Yeah,
we're dead ass serious. Like when you go to New York, I don't remember buying any food there. I don't even remember if I bought alcohol there. Like the tailgate was that good.
I bought some food. I know I did.
What did you get to eat? A New York cheesesteak?
I didn't buy a New York cheesesteak. I didn't do that. Hell no. But I bought something else. I think it was like either a hot dog or a cheeseburger or something, or maybe pizza. I don't know what it was. I forget. I mean, but it was, I'll just tell you this. It was a legendary time right there too, because we were up there and I mean, it was cold. It was rainy and it was just muggy as heck. But we didn't give a crap. Like, I don't give a crap. I don't really feel that stuff at all. So, I mean, I just don't feel it at all. But I was just
saying about your incident on the way out.
What's up?
Tell them about your incident on the way out.
I mean, I've said this story many times, but I mean, it's just like there was this guy who was just like really like he was salty about his Giants losing, and I was trying to be like, "Yo, good game, man," and he was just kind of being salty and crap like that. And he was like, "You get the F out of here, go back to Philly. You guys are a bunch of bums." And I'm one of the nicer, you know me, I'm one of the nicer Philly fans. Like I don't really try and act all like macho and kind of like, okay, this and that. But this guy was totally out of line and he was just so salty. And you realize his team just sucked that day. And he like tried to like pick a fight with me and whatever. And it was just stupid. And I just told him, I was just like, I mean, literally, I kind of forget how it even, like, that's what I remember. But I mean, there's more stories about it and whatever. You go check it out. But that's all I remember, to be honest. And there was some seagull joke that I made. I don't know. It was kind of stupid, but.
Yeah, I remember the seagull joke was really funny. You were like, "Oh yeah, be careful, or you're gonna be flying with the seagulls around here." And the guy was like,
Or no, I was
"Fucking cap your ass," or he said something like that.
I
And we were
think it
like,
was,
"What?"
I think it was like,
Welcome to New York.
not only did the Eagles shit on you, but these seagulls are about to shit on you. I
That
think
was it. Oh, that was
I
legendary.
was like,
I was laughing my ass
yeah,
off.
that was it. So,
We were like, "All right, we gotta go. Let's go. Let's
and the
go."
guy wanted to fight me after I said that, but I was being nice at first, but
No,
then
you
he
were
made me
fine.
look.
He
He
he had
made
to
me,
stick up his ass, and he picked something with you, and then you made a joke after he picked something
yeah,
with
it was a
you, and we got out of there. We were
yeah,
safe.
and
We were fine.
Jack was ready though. Jack was like right
Oh
there.
yeah, Jack was gonna fucking rugby
Jack was
tackle
gonna
him.
go up and just like rock him, and I was just like, yeah, I got my boy
He
Jack.
wasn't big either. He was a
No, he
very
was not.
skinny
He's skinny
dude.
as shit. He was skinny as shit. So it was like, but like I was like the way I said it was like a jokingly way, but he was just so pissed
He
that they
was
lost.
hammered, pissed,
Yeah,
angry
so
at
it's
his
just like
team.
it was the wrong fan to say a joke to, and I was like, okay, well, it's what it
After
is.
he picked something with you, that was the funny thing for me. But yeah, if you guys haven't, go check out the vlogs on 302
Yeah, go check
Birds
it out,
YouTube
guys.
channel. KJ is like in pretty much every single one. So I don't know. Maybe I'll convince him to come back on the podcast at some point. You guys should try in
We'll
the
see.
comments. But we'll have to definitely go to more away games this year because we didn't do that enough just because everybody got busy with life. But
Yeah,
this was seriously such a fun time in my life was going to different away stadiums in our gear. We were always respectful, never
yeah,
rude, but
no,
got loud. Like Jamie Pag says, get loud, be respectful, but I'm not going to sit down out of my seat. And as always, shout out to Tick Pick for hooking us up with amazing seats.
yeah,
We usually don't have to pay because of them, which is a major plus. KJ has season tickets, but usually I don't have to pay. And sometimes I can take
yeah.
KJ to away games and stuff because of it. But anyways, moving on to our next topic. Speaking of the Giants, maybe next year we'll go see if they decide to debut these ugly ass uniforms when
Yeah.
they play the Eagles. These uniforms are like
Oh
when your
man.
friend and you are playing Madden named Jack Jordan, and your friend's like, "Hey, I'm gonna wear the 1938 helmet with the 1922 pants and the 2006 jersey with the 1964 socks. I'm gonna be dripped." And you just look stupid as shit. Like it doesn't match at all. KJ had the brilliant comment of khakis, is what he said on TikTok, which I loved. I said
Yeah.
sand pants. I mean, the pants are majorly what throws off these uniforms, but
Yeah.
just a major miss. And I feel bad for you, Giants fans. I really do. You've always been like kind of secondary to us. I feel like you're good fans like us. You care about your teams. You're gritty. We have our differences, but at this point, Giants fans, I feel bad for you guys. Jets fans too. Like you guys just can't make a good football team worth a shit, especially in the 21st century.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there are times where they did. I mean, you can give them this. I mean, they did do what Nick Foles did as well. They did twice. They beat Tom Brady, and
Yep.
that's a good thing.
True.
I will give them that. Yeah, I mean, recently though, it's been a lot of years where the Eagles recently have been winning the series, and that's how it
Let's
kind of
go.
is. And I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, the one thing we can agree on, Giants fans, is Dallas sucks. I mean, that's always a thing. But yeah, I mean, with these jerseys, I'm not gonna clown Giants fans too much because I do have a lot of friends who are Giants fans, and I don't try and clown on them too much. I mean, Dalton might do it, but I don't do it too much because I save my clowning and my stuff, all my
Woo!
all my hate and everything like that, all my trash talk, that's all saved for Dallas. So that's for you guys because I love you guys. Kind of, not really, but yeah. No, some of you I do. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, these Giants uniforms, I saw them and I did say to myself, "Oh my gosh, like this is ugly." Like they look like they're either the CFL, our hockey extraordinaire Matt Bear, who just woke up from a deep sleep um, downstairs in his basement. He also said this. They look like the Montreal Canadiens jerseys, and they actually do. I thought Matt was just going on one of his little spiels that he goes on every freaking day that I have to deal with about hockey this, hockey that. But he was actually dead. Like I actually looked back and I was like, he's dead right. Like these look like Montreal Canadiens jerseys. There's a lot of things where, and I mean, we'll get into it too, with our top five classic NFL jerseys that suck the most. But there's a lot of things where you shouldn't bring them back and they should never be debuted back. And for the Giants, this should have never been brought back. At first, I saw the khaki pants. That's what literally I call them. Thank God they don't sell them to Giants fans because that would just be awful. But there's a lot of teams I realized too with making this list of all the worst NFL throwback jerseys. There's a lot of teams that wear these khaki pants, this color. So they're not the first one to do it. The Bears have done it, and the Packers have done it, and I think a couple other teams as well. But yeah, these jerseys are horrible, and then the helmets as well. And I know some people that we know, like Matt, for instance, he's an Ohio State fan. He hates the helmets because he's an Ohio State fan because they look like Michigan helmets. But I said to some people, I was like, you know what? Just to make them a little happy, we'll just say they look like Delaware helmets. But they really aren't. I mean, they really look like Michigan helmets. Yeah, they're bad uniforms. They're bad. They're like the Canadian Football League. They're like the Montreal Canadiens. They're like the Michigan Wolverines. Everything is just freaking disgusting about it. You better choose your words carefully.
He knows where you're sleeping, McCoy.
I was just saying about the hockey spiel. Matt, I can make sure.
Hey, Matt, these uniforms suck ass. How do you like those apples, son? Yeah,
Matt, you know I can make sure instead of sleeping at one of my friends' places, I can get you to sleep outside with the possums out in the corner. Okay, I can make sure, and we'll set you up with a little blankie, Blue's Clues blankie or whatever, and all that kind of stuff. We'll set you up with it, but. So you better watch your words, buddy. No, I'm just joking. Guys, I'm joking. Matt Bear, love him to death. That's my guy. So always.
Matt Bear, those uniforms are ugly as shit, buddy. Love you.
Joking,
but
Matt.
those uniforms are ugly as shit. Matt. I'm not joking, Matt.
Oh, but the uniforms I'm not joking about. I'm joking about the keeping them outside and everything like that. I wouldn't do that to them.
I would. Matt, you're sleeping outside when you come here, man. Don't worry. But KJ gave a great idea. He was saying we should talk about, with these Giants uniforms, some of the NFL's ugliest uniforms of all time. There's been a lot of hits, but there's definitely been a lot of misses. So KJ McCoy, I'll let you go ahead and take it first. Give me your top 5 worst or ugliest uniforms in NFL history of all time. Yes, and this, guys, the ones you see on our screen, some of them will be mentioned, some of them won't. These aren't KJ's top 5 for context. Just wanted to make sure I said that. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'm getting my list out quickly. My fault. But yes, at number 5, we actually have the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets, aka what the name was before the Philadelphia Eagles. So they are at number 5. Number 5, always love you. Number 5, Donovan McNabb. So
Frankfurt Dutch.
Yeah, so that's who that is. And he's wearing number 5. So that's where I ranked them. I even put the Eagles as a top 5 ugly uniform. But it's Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. So don't ever bring that back. And I hate when people wear that jersey. I don't want to see that jersey. If I saw that, I would burn it. I hate it. Number 4. Sorry, Giants fans, but you've officially made the top 5 of ugliest uniforms in NFL history. And that is your recent uniforms that you guys just had. I mean, as I said before, the khaki pants do it for me. The only reason I didn't put them at like number 2 or number 3 is because I realized that there's some other teams that have worn these khaki pants, and their tops are even worse than the Giants. They're worse. At number 3, I have the Acme, the Acme Supermarket Green Bay Packers jerseys. It looks like that one, but it actually is the one where Packers fans would be able to relate to it more. Shout out to my cousin-in-law, Andrew. He would be able to know what jersey I'm talking about. It's the blue Packers jersey. It's dark blue, but it's got a circular number. I think I got it. Yeah, I got it right here. You can see right here. There it is. So that is number 3, that jersey. And then look at the helmet, too. It's just a brown helmet. That just, I don't know. Doesn't do it for me. That's number 3. Number 2, the Bumblebee uniforms for the Steelers. Now, these suck. These are horrible. I know some Steelers fans love those jerseys, but the only thing that I would be like, okay, these are cool, would be if you get rid of the white outline. And I know that's like some of their history or whatever. That's what really just pissed me off seeing that when I was growing up. I hated those uniforms. It just looked horrible. And then at number 1, I didn't even know these existed because I thought they had another horrible jersey, the Bears. But at number 1 is these Bears jerseys. This is horrible. That was a jersey in the 90s. As you can see, Julius, I was about to say Julius Randle. That guy Randle from the Vikings. I'm trying to think his first name. But yeah, the Bears right there. That looks like a knights in shining armor kind of jersey. I mean, that's just weird. I mean, what do you think about that one, Dole? I mean, that's just.
I love that you brought that one up, KJ, because that's one I remember from my childhood distinctively, like in my Madden days, and just seeing that and thinking like, this looks like a fucking soccer jersey. Like
soccer jersey, like the
Steelers had one too
that
was pretty bad. That looks like a knight in shining armor. Not that one. Look up Steelers like soccer
I know
jersey.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
That one should be on my list. I didn't put that one on my list.
I was going to put that on my list as well. But I just think those Bumblebee jerseys are so bad. I know what you're talking about. This one. That was weird. That looks like an actual soccer jersey right there. Now that looks like a soccer jersey for sure. I mean, if you zoom in there, I'm trying to even think of what the logos are, but there's actually that might even be worse than the Bumblebee.
Eric, can you show it again one more time?
Yeah, that might be worse. Now that I'm thinking
hold
about
it up all the way to the screen.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, guys, that might be worse than the uniforms. That might be worse. That's just horrible. I mean, you could see like the lines in the jersey, everything like that. You got the numbers above. I mean, you don't have them in the middle. You have them above and everything like that. These are just god awful. I'm sorry, Steelers fans, but those were bad. And you probably agree with me about that. But I should have put them. I might even replace them. Put them at number 2.
I forgot them. But my list. Did you say everybody on yours?
I did. I think I said number 1 was the Bears. Yep, number 1 was the Bears.
Cool. Okay. I'll take it real quick. So my 5, my 5th I had to ponder on. I could put the Steelers here, but just because we talked about them for entertainment's sake, I'll give you guys a different team. Sorry to build the suspense. Got something in my throat. But number 5 is the Seattle Seahawks. Those neon jerseys that they wear, the bright ass neon ones that hurt your eyes, they're my number 5. They are horrible. I hate when people wear them against me in Madden. They blend in with the field. They don't look good. They're an eyesore, and they're just not a good uniform. It looks like a fucking blacklight dance. Those uniforms. So
it looks like a freaking
a highlighter. That's a great description. I'm out on them. They're my number 5.
Yeah.
My number 4, I had to think about a little bit. This is actually where I would put the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. The Eagles Baby Blues for me would be my number 4. Just because. Thank you, Daniel. We appreciate you. Of course, Matt Bear has every single Seahawks jersey. Matt Bear,
I saw that one.
He probably used to be a Seahawks jersey when Russell Wilson was there when they were winning the Super Bowl.
No, he had a Hasselback. That's what he has. He has a Hasselback green one, and it looks like a freaking highlighter. And I was like, I've never seen one in person. This is crazy. But when you go see Matt Bear's jersey collection, which is one of the craziest things.
He does have a great jersey collection, one of the best I've ever seen, if not the best.
And a bunch of them are miscellaneous, and you can't find them, and they're stuffed in his walls and everything, and you got to go on scavenger hunt to find them.
Okay, so my number 5 is the Seattle Seahawks neon jerseys. Those bright-ass ones, like KJ said, the highlighter, burn your eyes, hard to play against in Madden. That's 5. 4 for me is the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. Some people call them the Eagles Baby Blues. They're disgusting. What were we thinking when we put those on? Some of the players are smiling in photos wearing them. You're not excited to wear these. Just stop. Stop faking it. Number 3 for me is these right here that you see all the way on the left. These Miami jerseys that they wore, I think with blue pants, maybe, if not white pants. I hope to God that they didn't wear orange pants. I think they were blue
pants, if I'm not
mistaken. I think that they were blue pants too, and they just looked so ugly. Like, they were such a miss, and it's hard to do that with this colorway. The Miami Dolphins probably had the best colorway in the NFL with that turquoise and that orange. and they fucked these up royally. So yeah,
They
these
were all
jerseys
orange.
right
Matt says they
here,
were all orange. Okay.
major miss. So that's my 3. My number 2 is the Giants' new uniforms.
Yeah.
They are just a mess.
Yeah, it's bad. It's so bad.
Laughable. I mean, how can you not like them or not hate them? Like, I think Saquon Barkley's getting out of there like, whew, thank fucking God I didn't have to wear them this year
I
because
saw
those
Giants
Jones are
fans
ugly as shit.
I actually saw this though. I saw Giants fans photoshopping Saquon Barkley in that jersey, and I was like, they really do want him
They
back
do
so
miss him.
bad. They miss
They
him.
miss him.
They
That's
want
a
him to
great
wear
point.
that ugly jersey, but he won't be able to do that. I'm sorry, guys.
And then last but not least, my number 1. So I told you guys 2 is the New York Giants. Their new uniforms, the New York Giants. Oh my God, they're disgusting. Like KJ said on TikTok too, the khaki pants, or as I said, the sand pants. Ugly as hell. And number 1, last but not least for me, my number 1 is actually going to be the Denver Broncos
Whoa.
throwbacks. If you
Yeah.
guys see them here in this graphic, they're just so freaking bad. I don't even know how to describe those. They look like, I don't want to say it, but something that goes in the toilet. That brown and yellow colorway just don't hit. They're ugly as hell.
You know
There's
what it
no
reminds me of?
creativity to them. They remind me kind of like an old school McDonald's too,
It
which would
honestly
make me
reminds
go to the
me of
bathroom as well.
if UPS had a football team, that would be the jerseys. That's what that would be. UPS. Just put a UPS logo on that helmet, and you have the official UPS NFL team. Welcome the UPS packages. That's what they would be called, I guess. But that's how bad it looked. It was horrible. But I'm shocked you didn't put the Bears jerseys in there, or the or the Steelers. I'm
The
shocked.
Steelers, like I said, if I would have thought about it and if we would have made these like lists on our own, I
Yeah.
would have, but because of entertainment value, I wanted to talk about some different ones, you know what I mean? But these Broncos ones that you guys see on your screen are my true ugliest uniform in the NFL. Like
UPS
that was
packages.
legit my number 1. Yeah, like FedEx packages, they look like a sausage place that you would go to in the morning for breakfast, and they would like roller skate up to your car and be like, "Welcome to like what was the name of the cartoon that they used
What
to
you
work
want,
at?" Like,
sweetie? What you want? You want some waffles?
yeah, these just I don't know. I just can't get
Want
behind. I
some
guess it's a
sausage
brown. It's
McCatties?
not a black, right? It's a brown.
I think it's a brown. I'm pretty sure it's a brown. I think Brian Dawkins wore that year. I'm pretty sure he was part of the Broncos when they had to wear those ugly uniforms. Um, but yeah, they were bad. They were horrible.
Are you dead ass? He had to wear it.
I'm pretty sure he had to wear one of the throwbacks. I don't know if he wore that one. I could be mistaken. I could be wrong.
Yeah, see if you can find a picture of him wearing it.
Let me see.
Oh
They did?
my
You found it?
God.
He did wear it?
I'm gonna pull it up right now for you guys. This is pretty insane. I'm trying to find a good zoomed in photo for you all. So give me 1 second. Zoom in, enter full screen.
The Good Burger. Home of the Good Burger. Yeah, it kind of is a Good Burger color.
That is a good, but that's what I wanted to say. Yes. Was that the cartoon too? Oh my God, who said that?
Burger, home of the Good
Daniel,
Burger.
you are a goat because that was literally what I was thinking. Hey, Skywarn, we appreciate you. Thank you.
I like
UPS is what Havens is saying. He loves that KJ.
Yes, sir.
And
Havens.
it might, I don't think it was the Super Bowl year, but check this out, guys. I'm going to pull it up right now. Not for long because just an ad. So you guys are going to get a quick peek. There you go.
Yeah, Dawkins had to wear that. I thought I was right. That's
you were
why
100% dead on.
That is why, Jeffrey Lurie, you should have signed him freaking back. So he didn't have to wear this putrid, disgusting Good Burger UPS packages jersey. I mean, come on. This is why you should have signed him back. But you know what? You made up with it with signing back Brandon Graham. So Brandon Graham doesn't have to wear a disgusting throwback. I mean, for instance, what if he went to the freaking Giants and we did a switcheroo and we got Saquon? He would have to wear that god-awful freaking Giants jersey. So thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, so that's all we got for you guys today, our top 5 list. Why don't you give yours as a rundown real quick one more time, just so I can make a TikTok clip. So give me your top 5 once again.
Yes. So at all right, here, let me do it like this. All right, at number 5, we have the Donovan McNabb is right there. You have the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. I mean, really, the Philadelphia Eagles at number 5. At number 4, we have the New York Giants' newest throwback uniforms with the Michigan helmets, with the Montreal Canadiens jerseys, looking like a CFL jersey, to be honest. Green Bay Packers, the Acme Market Packers at number 3. Number 2, you got the Bumblebee Steelers uniforms, but now I'm thinking those uniforms that Dalton was saying before, the ones with the castle on it, the one where you had the numbers on the side. I think that's actually even worse. So I probably would replace it with that. So that'll be replaced. And at number 1, the Chicago Bears 90s jerseys. And shout out to, I think it was Daniel who said this. It was John Randall. That's who it was. John Randall was the player that's right there for the Vikings. But those were the Bears jerseys at one point. That is disgusting. That is number 1 because that looks like a knight or like a traffic cone, like a traffic cone that you just run over like 5 times, and you're just like, get the freak out of my tire, freaking traffic cone, get out of my tire. That's what it looks like. So yeah, that is my number 1 ugliest jersey in the NFL in history.
I love it. All right, I'm gonna give you guys my top 5 really quickly. Then Chris sent us a video of him giving us his top 5, and after that, I'm gonna hit the outro. So I will say our goodbyes now, but appreciate everybody who tuned in for real. You guys are amazing. Today was a great show. Be sure to please like, comment, and subscribe. Do all the good stuff. We appreciate y'all. And other than that, my top 5. So number 5, like I said, was those ugly, putrid, bright green Seattle Seahawks uniforms.
Yep, the
Number 4
Highlanders.
for me was the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets, or Eagles Baby Blue, as I want to call them. 3 for me was the newer Miami Dolphins orange and teal, like 2016, 2015-ish. Number 2 is the new Giants uniforms, honoring and tributing a franchise. Like I said, basically taking random shit in Madden and throwing it together on a jersey. And then number 1 for me, last but not least, those ugly, ugly Good Burger Broncos
UPS.
throwback uniforms. UPS, whatever you want to call them. I mean, that colorway of yellow and dark brown is just one of the ugliest things I have ever seen. But that's all we got. I'll kick it to Chris here in a second. But first, KJ, do you have anything you want to say before we wrap up?
If I ever see any of you Eagles fans out there wear that Frankfurt Yellow Jackets jersey, I'm going to rip it off your freaking chest and I'm going to throw it in the trash can or throw it in freaking the Schuylkill River and hope that a freaking swamp monster freaking swallows it and you never get to see that jersey ever again. I hate those jerseys. I hope they burn in hell. Seriously. Can't stand them. So don't wear them. Watch out. If I see you with wearing that, you are kicked out of the Eagles fan base for good. That's what I say. So I'm just joking. I'm not gonna rip it off your chest. No, won't do that.
Well, let's see what Chris has to say.
Yeah, let's see.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna give you my top 5 worst jerseys that have existed for throwbacks. Number 5, I got the 94 Packers. The white and the yellow just doesn't go well. They need green in their jersey. Number 4, we got the 1960 Broncos throwbacks. The brown and the yellow with the weird striped socks doesn't do it for me. Number 3, those Giants 100th anniversary jerseys that just came out. Awful. The Michigan style helmets, terrible. The socks, terrible. You're not the Montreal Canadiens. Number 2, the Eagles powder blue and yellow. Just, it's not the Eagles. The Yellow Jackets, it's not real. It's stupid. And number 1, the creamsicle jerseys the Bucks keep bringing back and bringing back. They're so bad that people are starting to like them because they're just so awful. Don't wear them. I'll see you guys soon. Chaos Chris, peace now.
That's
Wow.
all we got for you guys. I love that list.
I'm shocked. The creamsicle jerseys, a lot of people like them. I know Matt Bear likes them. I'm actually a fan of them as well, in general, but that's shocking. I mean, wow. I mean, what do you think about that, Dol? I mean, are you a fan of the creamsicle uniforms or no?
No, I'm not either. I like that
Really?
take a lot, actually, yeah.
Wow. Really?
Don't go well together, in my opinion.
That's crazy. I mean, I like them. I think they're okay, but I mean, that's shocking.
Yeah, maybe if I was a Bucks fan, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm an Eagles fan, so that's all we
Right.
got for you guys. If you guys haven't, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you guys enjoyed the B-roll footage that we had today a little bit while we were talking about away games, be sure to go check out some of our vlogs. There's just a ton of hilarious footage of me, KJ, Chris, Jack, everybody that's associated with the pod, all of our friendship over the years, some great memories on there. I think that's what I might do this afternoon. It's a rainy day, so who knows?
Yeah, I
Other
might
than
do the
that,
same.
that's all I got, and hope everybody has a good week, and God bless. Go Birds.
Maury.
Ugliest has the ball jerseys.